Evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, he says, adjusting the screen, tonight, the brave Sir Percival will continue on his quest for Sir Lancelot. I will continue, I found out my quest for my sword. You will continue on your quest for quality stories of the Knights of Arthur's Tales. And Sir Lancelot might be saved. Who knows? We shall find out soon enough. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Darren. It's great to see you. Hello, Darby. Hello, Siri. Come in, everyone. Sit yourselves down. Well, it's good to see you even for a short while, Siri. Hello, Darren. Hello, Darby. Hello, Queen. Come in and sit yourself down. Hello, Katie. Hello, Stacey. Welcome. Welcome, folk. Come in, sit yourselves down. I'm very excited to see you all. I've just been Googling which are the most popular Knights of the Round Table, by the way. I now know. Bizarrely, actually, it seems that one of the most popular knights is Sir Galahad. Hello, Stacey. Stacey, come in. Welcome, Stacey. Welcome. Hello, Aggie. Come in, Aggie. I hope your mother is doing better, Aggie. Sit down. Sit yourself down. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm in a good mood tonight. You can tell I'm in a good mood. I'm also like all in grey, so I'm just going to one can wear too much grey on this show sometimes. There we go. We're going to strip some grey off. As one can be too grey. And it's not that cold anymore, which is nice. It's starting to get a little bit of spring weather. I have used the air conditioner in my car twice this week already. Some of the plants don't have frost on them in the morning, and neither does my car. So, fingers crossed, spring might actually be here, which is good. We like spring. Hello, Morgan. Come in, Morgan. Sit down. Sit down. It is so, Queen, it is so winter, contrary to what the Starks will tell you is in fact going. That's less, it's less of a catchy title, isn't it, as a motto? Winter is going. Not so good. I used to live in Grimsby. I'm from there originally, and I pop down sort of every few weeks or so to see my folks over there, which is nice, but I know it very, very well. Hello, Aaron. Hello, come in. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Karen. Welcome, everyone. Sit yourselves down. Are you over in Canada, Aggie? Are you over in Canada? Because I know there's a Grimsby over there. We had it first. But we'll share. I'm happy to share it, Aggie. I'm happy to share it, but we had it first. But sharing is good. Anyway, ladies and gents, shall we delve into tonight's tale? I think so. Really, there's a Grimsby over there as well. 3 Grimsbys. Well, we'll definitely share some Grimsby with you too, Aggie. Anyway, we are telling tonight of the quest to find Sir Lancelot. Why are we questing to find Sir Lancelot, some of you might ask? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because that Sir Lancelot couldn't keep his sword in his scabbard, if you know what I mean. He claims it was witchcraft, but no one believes him, I think. He was caught coming out of the bedroom of the Lady Elaine with his trousers down by none other than his paramour, the beloved and beautiful Queen Guinevere. And when Queen Guinevere caught Lancelot coming out of another woman's room, without said trousers, she accosted him, she laid into him, she called him a treacherous piece of mud. Sir Lancelot first swooned to the ground. There's a good chance at that point that she laid a few kicks into his nether regions. Then he rose up and had gone stark raving mad, was pretty much stark raving naked at this point, jumped out of a window of Camelot down into the lawns below, and then run off. Hello, Jorge, come in. And then ran off wearing nothing other than a shirt into the wilderness. And all who saw him do so saw that he had gone mad, mad with grief over what he had done. And so, ladies and gents, so has begun a great quest amongst the Knights of the Round Table to search for Sir Lancelot and to bring him back to the court to take up his seat. In fact, Sir Percival has now sworn that he will never again return to the court of King Arthur until he has found Lancelot and brought him back, and so that all other knights think that he is a great man. Of course, once he does return, Lancelot will still have to face up to the fact that by the Lady Elaine he does have a child on its way. Well, a child that's already arrived, in fact. But we'll leave the issue of maintenance payments to the court of Camelot when Lancelot arrives much later. The first question is, can Lancelot be found? Can Lancelot be saved? Aggie, that might be his claim, but Lancelot was making eyes at the Lady Elaine for a long time before she supposedly cast the spell on him. And certainly when it comes to child payments, she cast a magic spell on me isn't going to cut him any slack. Ladies and gents, and hello Dawn, come in. Let's get into tonight's show. Sir Persides was in Camelot speaking to Sir Aglavale, Percival's brother. Sir, said Sir Persides, upon my life I do swear that your brother Persides will prove as noble knight as any is now living through his quest to find Lancelot. And when Persides saw Sir Kay and Sir Mordred, who had treated Percival unfairly in the past, he said, my fair lords both, Sir Percival asks me to send you his greetings, and send you word through me that he trusts to God, that if ever he is come to court again, you shall treat him with great nobleness, and speak to other men of his nobleness, in a greater way than ever other men have spoken of you. If you can bring back Lancelot, then it may well be, said Sir Kay and Sir Mordred. But at that time when he was made a knight, none of us thought he would make a good one, and so we spoke of him unfairly in the past. As for that, said King Arthur. Hello, Barbie, come in. As for that, said King Arthur, he must needs prove a good knight, for his father and his brethren were both noble knights. And now we leave the court of Arthur, and the Knights of the Round Table talking of Percival's quest, and we turn to Percival, who rode long. And in a forest as he rode, he met a knight with a broken shield and a broken helm. And as soon as each man saw each other, readily they made themselves ready to joust, and so hurtled together with the might of their horses, and met together so hard that Percival was smitten to the earth. Then Sir Percival arose lightly, cast his shield on his shoulder, drew his sword, and bade the other knight to alight and do battle to the uttermost. You wish for more? Said that knight. And therewith he alit, put his horse from him, and then they came together once more at an easy pace, and they lashed together with noble swords, and sometimes they struck, and sometimes they foined, and either one gave each other a great many wounds. Thus they fought with each other for near half a day, and never did they rest but right little, and there was none of them both who had less than 15 wounds upon them, and they bled so much that it was a marvel that they were able to still stand on their feet. But this knight, who fought with Sir Percival, was a proved knight and a wise fighting knight. And Sir Percival was young and strong, and did not know what fighting the other was. Then Sir Percival spoke first, and he said, Sir Knight, hold your hand a while still. For we have fought for a simple matter and quarrelled over long, and therefore I require you, tell me your name, for I have never before this time been better matched. So God help me, said that knight. And never before this time was there ever a knight who wounded me so sorely as you have done. And yet I have fought in many battles, and now shall you know that I am a knight of the Table Round. My name is Sir Ector de Marie, brother unto the good knight Sir Lancelot the Lake. Alas, said Percival, and my name is Sir Percival de Galis, and I have made it my quest to seek your brother, and now I believe that I will never finish my quest, for you have slain me with your hands. It is not so, said Sir Ector, for I am slain by your hands, and I might not live, and therefore I require you, said Sir Ector to Sir Percival, ride to a nearby priory, and bring me a priest, so that I might receive my Saviour, for I may not long live. And when you come to the court of King Arthur, tell not my brother of how you slew me, for then he would be your mortal enemy. Instead, say that I was slain in my quest, for I too sought him. Alas, said Sir Percival, you say that thing that will never be, for I am so faint for bleeding that I may not now stand. How should I then take my horse? Then they both made great do out of measure. This will not do, said Sir Percival, and then he kneeled down and made his prayer devoutly to Almighty Jesus, for he was one of the best knights of the world that at that time was, and in him in the very faith stood most in. And right so, there came by the holy vessel of the Sangreal with all manner of sweetness and savour, but they could not readily see who bore that vessel, but Sir Percival. He had a glimmering of the vessel and of the maiden who bore it, for she was a perfect and clean maiden. And forthwith they both were made whole again, as whole of hide and limb as ever they were in their life days. And they gave thankings to God with great mildness. Jesus, said Percival, what does this mean, that we are thus healed, and right now we are at this point of dying? I know full well, said Sir Ector, what it is. This was a holy vessel that was borne by a maiden, and therein is part of the holy blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, blessed that he is. But it may not be seen, said Sir Ector, other than by a perfect man. So God help me, said Percival. I saw a damsel, as I thought, all in white, with a vessel in both her hands, and forthwith I was whole again. And then they took their horses and their harnesses, and amended their harnesses as well as they might that was broken, and so they mounted on their horses and rode talking to each other. And there Sir Ector de Maris told Sir Percival of how he had sought his brother Sir Lancelot for a long time, and never could he hear writing of him. In many strange adventures have I been on this quest, he said, and so each one told each other of their adventures. There we have it, ladies and gents. Both Percival and Sir Ector have been saved by the Holy Grail. So here's the question that I ask to you. Lancelot is loose in the world, gone wholly mad out of his mind. Could Sir Lancelot be saved by the Holy Grail? Is there a chance that Sir Lancelot could be saved if help were to reach him in time? And that is the question I put before you as we end season 11, ladies and gents. Quite a short season, especially bearing in mind that season 10 was the longest that Mallory wrote. And tomorrow night, ladies and gents, tomorrow night, we will catch up with that crazed cat, Sir Lancelot, as he goes off in madness to fight and do battle and prey upon folk of the wood. Well, this is it, Danny, this is it. The Holy Grail can only be seen by those who are most pure, by a perfect man. Sir Lancelot has strayed and is no longer perfect. Can he be saved? Can he be saved, ladies and gents? We shall find out. Hello, Christian, by the way. It's all still to come, ladies and gents. At the start of season 12 tomorrow, we shall see just what can happen. And the thing is, ladies and gents, as Lancelot is now deep in his madness, can any succour be granted to him? Can he be saved in this mad state, or is he now so gone that never again will he be able to prove himself to be a worthy knight? This is the question that we will have to answer. This is the question, ladies and gents. How is he strayed? Christian, you missed the moment. Lancelot strayed twice, Christian. He strayed twice. The first time he strayed was when he was in the castle of King Pelles, the Fisher King. For there he came across the most fair and beautiful woman that he had ever seen, fairer than Queen Guinevere. He was much taken by her. He loved her. But he said that he would not go anywhere near her bedchamber. And so one of her handmaidens came to Lancelot and invited him to the bedchamber. And Lancelot claimed that he was tricked. He thought it was Guinevere he was going to, and it was all a spell. Was it a spell, ladies and gents, or was it an excuse? That's the question. And then second, ladies and gents, the second was 9 months later, after Elaine had given birth to Lancelot's child. She came to Camelot, and once more Lancelot was overtaken by her beauty, but he swore he would not go to her bed. But again she sent a handmaiden to Lancelot, who invited him to Guinevere's bed. And Lancelot went to Elaine's chamber and didn't realise that he was with the wrong woman until morning. I'm with Danny. I'm voting excuse on this one. But hey ho, we'll see what you guys think. Anyway, the key point is Poetry Live is starting in 5 minutes, and I'm reading Edgar Allan Poe, which means I'm going to be reading The Raven. The Raven at full pelt, ladies and gents. The Raven as it is meant to be read. The Raven with full gusto. So hopefully I will see you on Poetry Live in 5 minutes time, ladies and gents, for some Raven. It will be great. I think they were both an excuse, Christian, but we'll leave it to our wonderful audience to decide. Hello, Lars. Hello. And a big thank you to everyone who came tonight, by the way. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Darby and Queen, Aggie and Karen, Danny and Barbie and Lars. It's been wonderful to see you. I will see you again in Poetry Live in 5 minutes' time as we do Edgar Allan Poe, and I bring you The Raven as it is meant to be read.